What is up, good people? Welcome into another reaction video. I am so sorry that it has been so long since I've done one of these, but God's been opening some crazy doors at my church where I've been able to teach different classes over these last couple of months. And because of that, it has really stretched me in terms of my schedule, and I haven't had time to do as many of these as I would like to. But I'm going to try to do the best that I can to be more consistent and putting out one of these every single week. And so we're going to try to get things kicked off here by the new drop by Forrest Frank with Tori Deshawn, Heaven on Earth. And so if you guys have a song that you want me to get into, or a sermon, or any of those things, just drop a note down in the comments and let me know what you guys think. But let's go ahead and get into this Forrest Frank song.
Player number one.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as a heaven on this earth to me. It's now it occurred to me, hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that price for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Hey, me and my baby girl in on the court, call that.
Man, that is a truth that I've really been thinking about a lot lately. The fact that Jesus paid that ultimate price for us on the cross, and because of the price that he paid for us, we should do the best that we can to give him the best return on that price. And so I love the fact that he's talking about how I'm going to walk this way in terms of furthering the kingdom, in terms of using my talents to point to him until the day that I die. Because of what Jesus did for me, I'm going to live for him. So I love the message so far in this song.
Double Dutch, I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't want to visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, 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 as in heaven on this.
Too many perks to being a child of God, I can't pop one. It's too many souls, not about the crown, I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen, this ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture when it come to life, I can't crop none.
He says, if God pulls the trigger, something's going to happen. This ain't a pop gun. So like the things that God do, it's not a mirage. The thing that God does is not something that is small or inadequate. The things that we should as Christians want to see is God do the extraordinary. And for us to see God do the extraordinary, we have to pray extraordinary prayers. So it's the time of praying for now I lay me down to sleep for the Christian should be done. Like there should be a maturity in our prayer life, a maturity in our understanding of what God can do, to where we say, God, I want to see amazing things happen. I think a lot of times we look at people in the scripture like Elijah, for instance. My pastor talked about this last week, how in James it talks about how Elijah was a man just like us. Like there's no difference between us and Elijah. The only difference was the faith that he had, and that can be given to us. Like we can access that kind of faith and have the understanding that we can do the impossible, and God can use us to do the impossible, but it's just reliant on the faith that we have in him. Ephesians chapter, I think it's 3 verse 20 talks about how God can do exceedingly abundantly beyond we can even ask or think, but it's according to the power that's working inside of us, according to the faith that we have in him to do a specific thing. So when God pulls that trigger, like it's not something that's just going to be just a, the kid's toy, like a little pop gun type thing. Like it's going to be that major shift, that major move, according to the kind of faith that we have in him.
Okay, gotta pay my dues, I know he gon' reimburse me. I can't hide my love of God, Brody, you can search me. Horoscopes and dream catchers tell me, is it working? Some of y'all be too drunk off cloud, don't be thirsty. Trying to break through like halfback, don't need the lights, you can have that. I'ma run the other way, that's backtrack. As I get bigger, I minimize. Had to take me a break, it's too many lies. Now I'm back to it like a 9.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it it work. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth. 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 As in heaven on this.
That's a big thing too. I know the song's getting ready to end here, but as they were talking about heaven on this earth, like Jesus tells us in John 10:10 that the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but Jesus says, but I come to bring life and life more abundantly. So the life of a believer is an abundant life. When Jesus tells his disciples how to pray, he says to pray, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so what that tells us is a lot of Christians like to say, well, I'm just waiting for glory. I'm just waiting for heaven. But our job as a believer, as a Christian, is to play a part in bringing that heaven to earth right now. And there's things that we should be tapping into to where we can access more of heaven in the now. It's not just for the future. Salvation, eternity, all of those things is right now in this moment. This dude's on a crazy run right now, Forrest Frank. I know he was nominated for, I want to say it was like Album of the Year at the Dove Awards, and I think he's up for a Grammy for that album, Child of God, and I believe that's part of the deluxe, that Heaven on Earth there. But you guys know my rating if you've watched some of my past reaction videos. I do 1 out of 5. How likely would I be? Or is it 1 out of 10? 1 out of 10? 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5 minutes. It's been so long, I don't even remember. Today, I'm going to do 1 out of 5. I'll look back at some of my old ones and see. I think it's 1 out of 10. I'm arguing with myself now. 1 out of 10, how likely would I be to listen to it again? And yeah, I think that's what it was because I remember thinking that it rhymed. 1 out of 10, how likely would I be to listen to the song again? Well, my kids love Forrest Frank. They love his vibe, and he's really kind of like on a tear right now, like I mentioned. So I'd say probably like an 8. Like, I love the beat. The beat of that song is amazing. I don't know if he produces his own tracks or not, or if he has a guy that does that for him, but his beats are usually insane. And the way that he's able to kind of go from kind of poppy type music to rap music, like he's a very super talented dude. I remember when he first started rolling out, and I know he's been doing this for a while, but he's just kind of gained popularity here over the last little bit. But I remember I was like, man, I don't really know about this dude. I don't see the draw. I don't see why so many people are into him so much. But then my kids got into him, and I started listening to him more, and I'm like, man, this guy's dope. And so, yeah, I would say an 8. Love the song. I love Tory Deshawn. I actually got a chance to meet him in Nashville last year. So that dude's super dope live. The way that he can kind of get the crowd into it. And he has a great testimony and all of those things. So love both of those dudes. Love the song. Love you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Until next time, I'm out.